What's up, guys? Vortex here. Welcome back to our Cosmic Sky series. This is episode 15. If you guys haven't seen the previous episodes, make sure you guys go check those out. Basically, I'll give you guys an overview of the island real quick. We've got our two auto farms here. One working on carrots right now, the other one working on beetroot. If you guys missed those episodes, make sure you guys go check those out. And then we've also got our burnt smoked beef automatically cooking over here. I have to say though, I lost my bots. So basically, my bots got disconnected. My AFK bots got disconnected, and they got, I believe the accounts got frozen because they tried to log in too many times. If you guys have any extra accounts, extra Minecraft accounts that you guys aren't using anymore, make sure you guys let me know if you wouldn't mind me using them as AFK accounts. I believe I should be able to get those other two back. I think they're just frozen for a couple of days or whatever. So, yeah, it's sad news, but that's how it happens sometimes. I'm a little bit upset. I'm a little bit sad that we lost them, at least for now. But that's okay. That's all right. So we don't have any auto AFK bots at the moment, but it's not a big deal. We'll figure it out. We'll get some more here in the near future. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and move on past that. Now, if I go to IS recipes, I believe is what it is. IS recipes, you will see we've got burnt smoked beef unlocked. We've also got leftovers unlocked. So leftovers are now on the island. We can now craft those down here, or in any of my auto crafting bots. I've got leftovers being crafted. So we've got our burnt smoked beef up there. We can create our rabbit farmer stew here, and then we can also throw the two into an auto crafter on our island now, instead of having to go over to Wodenir's island, and we can craft them right here. Now, I also want to go to IS farming because this has a big deal about what we're doing today. So if you look at it, we're working on beetroot right now. We're 89% of the way through. We've also went ahead and got the farming recipe for nether warts. So as soon as this comes on through, it'll probably be tomorrow sometime. As soon as this comes on through, we will be able to start our nether wart farm. Actually, get the nether wart growing here. So what I wanted to go to and do today, I got a request a couple of weeks, maybe a week or so ago, to show exactly how to do these auto farms. And basically how I do it is I set up the bottom first, because once you've got the bottom, that's pretty much all there is to it. I'll show you guys exactly how it works. But yeah, the bottom is the most important part. You basically just have to set up where the redstone goes. That's to go to each of the 4 locations where we've got, well, where we will have our dispensers. Now I'm going to show you guys. Dispensers go here, here. Oh, I messed that up. Dang it! I'll have to grab my pickaxe there. I hate running on this. And then there. Now, basically, it's just every other block. We'll put those dispensers to allow us to dispense our water, which will in turn break our. There we go. It'll break our nether wart once it's grown fully. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to put another block on here. Another block there. Yeah, I'm just gonna fly. I'm gonna fly it, chat. We'll get it figured out. I'm gonna set up. Actually, let me probably set up one set of these. So really, what we've got to do is we've got to place our single block, and then our dispenser for all of these locations here. So every other one for 8 is what we're looking to do here. And then, so if you guys noticed when we started the stream, we had 32 of our dispensers. That's how many you'll need for each farm. You got 8 levels, like I said, then you've got 4 locations around the edges. So 4 times 8 is 32. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need to go to 8. So 6 will be here. I probably need to drop down a little bit so that it sits correctly. They all need to be facing toward the center. And then this takes a little bit of time. It honestly takes a little bit of time. I've done quite a few in the past, and it still takes me a little bit of time. So guys, if it takes you a second, don't worry. It happens, man. It happens. Okay, so now we've got this. This layer is set. This layer is fully ready to go. We have our 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That is the exact same as what we have over here. You'll see they're the same height. And then basically what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys real quick how to set up the how to actually set up this staircase. This staircase, basically what it is on slabs. Redstone can go up, but it cannot go down. So you can put slabs like this to make your redstone go up, and then basically it just allows you to hit all of these as you go. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys real quick what I like to do here, especially for this, is I will just go ahead and put me up a secondary level here, a secondary thing beside here that I can use to place my slabs. Now, basically, what I'm gonna do is exactly like this. I've got my one slab that goes into the bottom of this here, so right underneath your dispenser, and then the next one is actually needs to go out by 2, and then right there out by 2. So it's just going back and forth. Sorry, sometimes you're gonna mess up placement, but basically what it needs to be is just the top of every other block, like diagonally. So this is pretty much it. Once we get all the way to the top, sorry, I messed up my block placement a little bit, and I'll show you guys. Basically, this is the beginning of it. Now, once we get to here, that's pretty much it. That is our staircase where we're gonna put all of our redstone. And then I basically, you could go straight across if it wasn't for this area here. So I had to go out and around in each of these places, so that I wouldn't mess up my my redstone. So I had to go out and around so that the redstone wouldn't come over and cross over the other side. If I had a block over here, the redstone would come over and then down at that location, and we don't want that. So that is pretty much where we're at there. So we don't need these blocks here anymore. Basically, these blocks over here along the side were only to allow us to place our blocks, our slabs. So we're gonna go ahead and break all this down. We don't need the second set of slabs either. That second set of slabs was just to get us lined up here. Now the next thing we need to do is go ahead and grab our redstone and our repeaters. Now you guys will see I have a ton of soul sand. Basically the soul sand just goes every other. So soul sand will go as well here, and then here. We'll basically create these levels straight across from where these dispensers, right underneath the dispensers, and that's where our stuff grows, and the dispensers actually dispense the water and then create our harvest. So we put a repeater there. Basically that just puts the redstone into the block, and then we continue to go up just like this, and then as we go, this because we're on slabs here, it allows us to move our signal up. It allows us to move our signal up and meet up with all these dispensers. Now this is the same thing. We do this everywhere. Now if I were to give myself a signal here, let me go grab my lever. Real quick. I like to do a test every once in a while. I like to make sure that one, the redstone is getting all the way up to where I need it to be, and then two, I like to just have peace of mind knowing that I don't have to worry about it. It's going to, yeah, so the redstone makes it all the way up to the top, which is what you're sometimes worried about. I've seen a lot of people do like doubles. They'll set up a double section of a farm, and they have to do a little bit of a sideways deal here to make sure that their redstone works for the full amount, or works for a higher section, because your redstone can only go so far without having a repeater. And each of these blocks, I don't have a repeater actually repeating this signal as it goes up, so it can only go up so far. But we're able to go up I believe it's 16 or so blocks that we needed it to, and that is probably almost as far as it'll go. So that's basically what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this exact same thing here, but we're gonna do it all the way around. We're gonna do another section here. I need to put my dispensers in. So we're gonna, I mean, honestly guys, it's a little bit boring. I'm just literally doing the same thing over and over again, but it's good practice. So if you guys haven't done it before, just go out there and try it, man. Just go out there and try it. It's a whole lot of fun building these things. Honestly, they're kind of a blast. So make sure you guys check it out. Learn as much as you can, and you learn so much just by doing it, man. You learn so much just by doing it. Let's see, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 2 more on this level. I probably should have put these blocks beside each other, but that is okay. I believe I need 1 more. 1 more. There we go. Okay. So, we have 14 left. That means exactly, so 14, 15, 16. 16 left for the next 2. That is 8 each side. So we are okay. That's exactly how I want it to be. I'm going to do the same exact thing I did over there. I'm going to create my my area here for me to place my my slabs. Now, I might run out of slabs. I'll probably have to buy some more. I don't know if I have any more sitting around, but this is a little bit slab intensive. I think it just looks cleaner this way, so I've seen quite a few people do it with slabs, and honestly, I just like the way the slabs look. So now, again, we've got our block going in the bottom of here, so we're going to take our slabs and just go every other. The top of every diagonal block, and then this allows us to place our redstone. Now, we can place our block, say, here on the bottom, but redstone cannot go on a wrongly placed block. If you're trying to, if you hear that click, redstone cannot go on this block there because it's not in the correct location. So that is a signal that you might be having your blocks in the wrong spot if you can't place your redstone. So make sure you guys keep an eye out for that. I am going to need some more blocks, huh? That's okay. That's alright. That's why we got cash, chat. If you guys will see, I don't have a whole lot of cash left, though. I did buy the nether wart recipe, and then I also bought this. I actually upgraded a auto planter bot for this section here, so I'm a little bit low on funds at the moment. We're gonna keep on grinding, though. Get our funds back up. I just you know, hurting a little bit for money, but it's all good. It is all good. All right. So that's now set up there. We're gonna go ahead and do the same exact thing we did before. We're gonna put our repeaters in, and then also I'm definitely gonna have to buy some more redstone as well. That's not the correct location. I'll just go through and do all the redstone first, and then I'll do the repeaters afterwards on the way back down. If you guys can do it any different way you would prefer. I'm not a super big stickler on exactly how you do it. Quite honestly, as long as it gets done, it doesn't really matter. I guess what order you do any of these things in, as long as I've done it to where I've put the levels in first. I've done it to where I've put these in first, and honestly, I just prefer doing it this way. Now, I also placed in here the little blocks for the water. I'll take those out at the end because nether brick doesn't need water, or nether wart doesn't need water to grow. And honestly, looking through, I don't think any of this actually needs water. But, you know, I went ahead and added it just in case. I know it's a little bit different here on Cosmic Sky, so some of the rules don't really apply. But, you know, we just decided to go ahead and use water. And then we won't be using water for this one. So it's all good. It's all good. So we're gonna do the exact same thing we did before. I'll probably go ahead and skip this portion just to make sure that we're not. I mean, this is honestly gonna be kind of a grindy episode. I'm just building this sucker up so that next video we'll have it ready to go. But yeah, I mean, we will. We're going to either speed this up or just skip through it altogether. So we will see you guys here in just a little bit. We are back. We've gotten all of these hooked up and ready to go. All of our dispensers are in. Basically, what we've got to do now is just 2 things. So, well, a few more things. So basically, the biggest thing and the most annoying thing is putting in each of these levels Honestly, it's just a pain in the butt, man. Just a pain in the butt. I always really contemplate paying somebody on the server to do this for me, but quite honestly, I never do. So I don't prefer to do it myself. I actually messed this area up here. And that actually gives me a good chance to talk about it. So let's see. I need to go out one more. Yeah, so basically what happens here, and I believe I've got it all. No. It goes out too far. I can go out to here. Basically what happens is you've got your redstone coming in, right? You've got your redstone coming in there. And then, so you need to restart your area of 16. So after a repeater, you can go 16 blocks. Now, if you put it back here, you're wasting your blocks that you would be able to go up, right? So if you put it back here, and I can actually do that. Let me actually just show you guys real quick exactly what I'm talking about. So now we showed before that the signal goes all the way up to the top. Well, if I mess up my repeater placement now, and here as well, so it needs to go every 16. I believe this should be okay. Now you'll also notice if you do it wrong, if you accidentally mess it up and you don't put enough repeaters in to repeat the signal, you'll notice that it burns out, and I can show you guys that hopefully on this area here. Yeah. So if I don't put my repeater right here, right? If I don't put it right here, then you've got these extra blocks that kind of that dissipate the signal a little bit earlier. So I've got to have my repeater right here because that allows my signal to travel all the way up. Now, if you notice here, there's no power on this block. There's no power on these top two dispensers. So what I need to do is I need to break that real quick. Don't jump off and fall down. Oh, sorry, that was my little timer. Okay, so we're gonna actually just block that out. Man, that was probably super loud. But what I gotta do here, what I was saying though, is if I take this off and now put my, I got my repeater there, so I don't need it there. I'm going to take that out, put my repeater here to repeat the signal and make it stronger, and then it'll make it all the way up to the top. So you gotta make sure that you put your repeaters in the right spot, and then this way, as long as you do a single farm, a single just 16 block farm, or 7x7 farm here, you won't have to worry too much as long as you put your repeaters in the right spot. And your repeaters need to go, and that's why I go back and around, because redstone can't go in the repeater from the side. So if I go through here and put a signal there, it won't go across. It actually has to come in from the back of a repeater. So that's why I go out and around, so that I can have this redstone signal going across there. So that's how we pretty much do it here. I believe I might be a little bit too far on that one. Yeah, so you'll see I don't have a repeater up here, so I've gotten too many blocks before I move to, or I have another repeater. So I'm going to go ahead and place another repeater here. And I've got so many repeaters that I don't really worry about it anymore. So that repeats the signal, makes the signal stronger, and then this actually brings it up all the way to the top. Yes, okay. So we're good there. Now we can split this signal off here. I need to grab some more redstone. I'm going to go back to the shop real quick. Go back to the shop and buy another stack of redstone. Honestly, at this point, I've got plenty of cash, so I don't really worry too much about it. Now, I need another repeater here. So I believe there will be okay. Yeah, that strengthens the signal again. And then, do I need another one? Nah, we're okay. We're okay. It's a little bit weaker. The signal's a little bit weaker there, but it still allows the stuff to come out. So I think we're okay. I think we're all right. Yeah, I'll look at this though. I mean, we're still, the redstone is still working, so we're okay. Redstone is eliminated on each of these locations at the top. So each of these locations will dispense water. That's one of the first things you got to check for. Now, all of our redstone is complete. All of our redstone is finished. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put in some of our soul sand here real quick. And it's going to take a while. Like I said, guys, it's my least favorite part of all of this, especially with soul sand, because you walk so slow. I need to just go ahead and jump up and try to do it with my flight. And I'll show you guys the first level. You guys can see me struggle through the first level. I'm not super good at this just yet. Honestly, a little bit trash at placing these blocks. Now I need to get down a little bit lower, but that keeps me on the ground. I don't really want to be on the ground. I'm not super good at this. Again, I apologize if you guys are freaking out, not very happy with me, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, chat. All right, and it doesn't really matter if I put soul sand in the middle block or not. I don't think it's really a big deal. Which we're gonna go ahead and just close everything off. Or no, because we actually need to get up there. So the good thing about soul sand is, though, you don't have to rake it. You don't have to use your hoe and plow the land to make it able to be planted. So that's a plus. But soul sand does make you go so much slower. Of course, I'm flying now, so I don't have to worry about it as much. But honestly, this part's just painful for me. This part of the process is always painful for me. I'm not gonna lie. So, all right, you guys get the idea. You guys get the idea. Basically, every other block here, I'm going to create my soul sand patch, my soul sand level, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get to where we put in the auto miner. So basically, on top of the 1, 2, 3, 4th, on top of the 4th. Level is where we put our auto planter. So I'm going to go ahead and get the sucker ready for the auto planter, and we will be back here shortly. So I'll see you guys in just a few minutes. Alright guys, we're back again. We went ahead and placed, like I said, these 4 layers of our auto farmer. And then I also got it ready to place the auto planter as well. I'm going to go ahead and throw him down here. Auto planter is there. If we look at it, I've got it maxed out fully. Well, almost fully. I need to get that to 16. But I really just didn't have the cash at the moment. But quite honestly, I believe we have it now. But I'm not super worried about it. 12 crops, 16 crops each time. It's not going to be too bad. It's every 2 seconds it plants. So regardless, we're going to be okay. I believe it's 120 million to max out one of these auto planters. And honestly, that was all the cash we had left. I have 15 million now. I can go ahead and set it up. But basically, I wanted to put it here just to show you guys that when you put this here, you can't put a hopper on top of it. So there is a little bit of a trick here that we have to do. Now make sure you have a block under that guy before you break him, or he will fall down and you'll have to go try to catch him before he falls into the void. It is very, very, very scary. Make sure you guys make sure to have a block under him at all times. It scares me every time that I do this, just in case he is to fall through. Now, if you guys didn't see that, all I did was I put 2 blocks up here and then put my my hopper into the top block. That way, when I set this guy down here, the hopper will actually go straight into the top of this dispenser, which is what you need to happen. Now, basically, what we're going to do is we're going to put some hoppers on here just to get it ready. And then I always put a chest or 2 here in the system as well, just to make sure that I have enough here for it to plant and continue planting. Now it does take a little bit here because, quite honestly, this is all this is going to grow or fill up with nether warts. Let me go back to my shop real quick. You're gonna fill up with nether warts, and then it'll go through the collection chest up top. So that's pretty much how I've always set it up. Yeah, that's pretty much how I always set it up. I want to try to make sure that we've got... Now I need a bunch more chests. I don't really know why I did that, because I already had a bunch of chests. Oh well. So then what happens here, once we're above the top here, we can go ahead and we'll put a collection chest on top of here. And then I'm not going to do it right. Actually, So what I've done in the past is I can show you guys the 2 areas. So there is no collection chest here because it all comes down through the top. But here I've got a collection chest, and then it goes up here as well. So this one, because it's set up for beetroot, I can do it either way. I can do this one set up to where carrots will go into here and then go into there. Basically, it fills up the bottom collection chest first, and then it goes up to the second highest collection chest, all that kind of good stuff. So what I'll probably do in the future, for this one, is I'll probably set me up a collection chest here to collect my carrot, or for my nether wart to plant everything back, and then above I'll set up another collection chest as well. I don't know if do I have any collection chests at the moment. I believe I am fresh out. I believe I'm fresh out. I'll have to go back into... Yeah, I'll have to go back into the fishing realm, get me a couple or quite a few collection chests before we do this thing. I'll do it today and tomorrow. I'll probably get 3 or 4 collection chests just in the next couple days, setting this up. So we'll get it figured out. I'm not gonna put the collection chests on right now, but what I would do is I put a collection chest here, maybe a second collection chest, depending on how many nether wart I think it's gonna plant at one time. But I don't think that's necessary. We're gonna put a collection chest here, and then we're gonna just build up to quite a ways in the sky. And then we will put a collection chest way up here with a bunch of chests down underneath it, just like this. And that will allow us to pick up all of our nether wart. Up here is our storage. Down there is what we're actually planting from. So that is the goal here. So we've got our dispensers, our water set up, and then we've also got our collection chest system set up as well. So this auto planter bot is ready to go. All I need to do is put these put the next levels in, which I'm going to go ahead and cut to where we've got those. I don't want you guys to have to sit here the whole time while I put these in. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put these in, and then we'll come back at that point. So I'll see you guys again here in just a little bit. See now that we have pretty much completed this. So we've got each of the 8 levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Each of the 8 levels are completed. We've got the redstone finished. There are just a couple of things that we have left to complete now. One of which, if you were doing a regular farm, you would put the place here for the water. So let me show you guys exactly how that works. Let me move in closer. Come on. Basically, all you got to do here is put it on the corner. Once you've got it on the corner here, it will go ahead and transfer it in. I got the bottom set up as well. Let me just grab a pail of water. Basically, since we've got it set up already, we won't lose any of the water. Water will go down, be contained in this area here. Basically, all you gotta do is the same thing you did here, put a bottom on it, and then that will collect the water at the bottom, and you won't lose any. So that's pretty much all you've got to do here. Each of the 4 corners, you put that in there, just like I did here on my auto farm here, and that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. We are honestly killing it. That's what we do for water. We don't need water here because this is a nether wart farm, but if we did, we would be set. Now, the last thing that we need to do, there are 2 more things we need to do. We need to go ahead and put our water containment in, so our glass blocks all the way around. Put our glass blocks around each of these, each of the layers here, and then once we do that, we put the water in, and we are good to go. Once we have the water in, we can, and we have the recipe unlocked. We are able to go ahead and let's see. I'm gonna use red stained glass. I'm just gonna buy a bunch of it. But yeah, once we have our water placed in. Once we have our redstone connected up to the timer, we can put our nether wart in this collection, or the chest up here, and that'll filter in and it'll start planting as long as you have the recipe unlocked. At the moment, as you guys remember, I don't have the recipe unlocked just yet, so it won't start planting yet. I'm at 90% though, so tomorrow we should be good to go with this. I'm going to go ahead and place this red glass all the way around. Basically, same as we did before. Honestly, there's just so much about this that's just so tedious. It just takes forever, chat. So I use red just because nether wart is red, and I think it's kind of cool. I think red's my favorite color as well, so that's pretty much why I do it. Now, I mean, it just takes forever. Like I don't like how tedious this stuff is. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut one last time. Once we get back here, I'll have the water in. I'll have the glass around, and I'll show you guys exactly what I did, how I did it, and we will be ready. Once we get nether wart, we'll be ready to go ahead and get this sucker started. So I will be right back here once I've got all the glass around my nether wart farm, and we've got it pretty much set up for nether wart. I will see you guys here in just a couple minutes. Alright guys, it is officially ready to go. basically, we've got everything set up. We've got our water in each of our dispensers. We got our lever over here for now. We'll connect it straight up into the farm once we get this into the timer. I'm just going to use the same timer as what I did for this other stuff, honestly. I forgot that I have to double flick this to turn it back off. So that'll turn everything off. And that is how it is done, chat. That's how it's done. So basically, once the timer hits, it'll not only set off this farm, it'll set up this farm, and then it'll also come over here and turn on this farm as well. Once I connect that up, we've got all of our glass in, we've got our water in, everything is ready to go except for our collection chests here, and then getting our nether wart recipe finished. Our nether wart getting finished with beetroot, so we can move on to nether wart and getting nether wart in here so that we can go ahead and start growing it. So we're super close. We're on that grind. Basically, that is how you build a farm. Now it's the exact same thing for a regular farm instead of nether wart. Like I said, the only difference is you've got to put water on the corners, which is the exact same thing. You just take out these corners here, these corners of glass. You take those all the way down. Put my glass containment system over here, or my water containment system here on the edges, and then you'll have to hoe all the dirt to make sure it's plantable. And that's pretty much the only differences. The only difference is that you gotta have water and you gotta make sure it's hoed and ready to be planted. That's it, chat. That's it. Everything else is the exact same. If you want to set up an auto farm of your own, that's kind of how you do it. I wanted to show you guys kind of how I did it. There are probably some different ways to do it as well, so if you guys have a different way and it works perfectly for you, no reason to change it. But this is just the cleanest way I found, honestly, with the redstone and also just with the way the farm works. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure you smash that like button. If there's something that you think I can improve on this design, make sure you guys let me know. And then one last thing before we're done. So MCHQ came in before he left for vacation. Had to be gone for a couple of days, but MCHQ dropped a massive donation, guys. So basically, he dropped a player skill token, and then he also dropped $18 million money note. However, I do apologize, MCHQ. I went ahead, I accidentally right-clicked on that and used it. I've also got a money note for $1 million from my dude God PvP 101. Thank you. You guys are absolute legends. I believe I'm going to go ahead and use the player token instead of selling it. We're going to go ahead and use it. I'm probably going to, once I get nether work started, I'm probably going to start just upping my player skills. I definitely want to get to, if I go to IS skills, I don't want to make this video too long, but if I go to IS skills, I want to get my, oh no, just regular skills. Sorry, not IS skills. Yeah, so I want to get my island skill up to at least level 3. It says IS skills level 1, 200% faster. So basically what I want to do, it allows me to move up in everything on my island much faster. If I go to IS skills, if I had the skill to level up 2 times faster, then all of these level up twice as fast. So I only have to have half of the farming amounts, half of the slayer amounts, half of the mining amounts to move up to the next level. That'll definitely help me in my next season of Cosmic Sky, since I am able to keep those skills across seasons. So that's kind of the plan. I'm going to start saving money for that and moving forward with my IS skills and skills tokens. So like I said, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you smash that like button. If this helped you out at all, let me know in the comments. If you have any questions, also let me know in the comments. And then I believe that's going to be it. You guys have a wonderful night. Be blessed. And we'll see you next time. Peace out, fam.